Hi, everybody. Welcome and good morning to the broadcast. So, okay, sound is working. Great.
Ho Bhagave Sarva Tathagata Binda Mame Menda Bendi Bhawama Samaya Satua Om Benda Sato Samaya Manupalaya Benda Sato Tenopa Dita Dindro Me Bawa Sutokayo Me Bawa Supokayo Me Bawa Anuratu Me Bawa Sarva Siri Me Prayatsa Sarva Karma Suksame Sitam Shiriya Kuru Hum Ha 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 Ho Bhagave Sarva Tathagata Binda Mame Menda Bendi Bhawama Samaya Satua
Manapalaya Pentas Supukayamea Supukayamea. Alright, where is everybody? We're gonna get started in a minute.
Om Benda Sato Samaya Manupalaya Benda Sato Tenopa Dita Dindro Me Bawa Sutokayo Me Bawa Supokayo Me Bawa Anurato Me Bawa Sarva Siri Me Prayatsa Sarva Karma Suksame Sitam Shiriya Kuru Hum Ha 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 Ho Bhagave Sarva Tathagata Benda Mame Menda Bendi Bawa Ma Samaya Satua Om Benda Sato Samaya Manupalaya Benda Sato Tenopa Dita Dindro Me Bawa Supokayo Me Bawa Supokayo Me Bawa Anurato Me Bawa Sarva Siri Me Prayatsa Sarva Karma Suksame Sitam Shiriya Kuru Hum Ha 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 Ho Bhagave Sarva Tathagata Benda Mame Menda Bendi Bawa Ma Samaya Satua Om Satu Samaya Manopalaya Om Satu Tanaka Ita Dibri Bawa Sutukaya Bawa Supukaya Bawa Anurati Bawa Sarasiri Mekayatsa Sarasiri Sitama Shriya Kuru Hum Ha 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 Ho Bhagavad Sarvataka Benza Mama Benza Benzi Bawa Mahasamaya Satua Om Benda Sato Samaya Manupalaya Benda Sato Tenopa Dita Dindro Me Bawa Sutokayo Me Bawa Supokayo Me Bawa Anurato Me Bawa Sarva Siri Me Prayatsa Sarva Karma Suksame Sitam Shiriya Kuru Hum Ha 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 Ho Bhagave Sarva Tathagata Benda Mame Menda Bendi Bawa Ma Samaya Satu
Siddhiriya Kuruma Ho Bhagavan Suratatangata Benzamama Menza Benzi Bhava Samaya Satu. Oh, it's early. The early to DeFi. Look. going to read this together, okay? This is part of the goal today. To get started, I'm going to get started with this. All right. Boom. I gotta figure out how to turn that thing down. Jeez. Thanks for watching it, but hey. How y'all feel about that?
Hi everyone, thanks for visiting the channel and your support as well. I hope you enjoyed this new tour of our educational website, Fire Academy, which covers topics like blockchain technology, leveraging Google products for Web3, and much more. Enjoy, and I hope you have a wonderful day.
Photographs of themselves up on the internet. And this can probably explain why when I query an image generation model to generate a photograph of a woman named Sasha, more often than not, I get images of bikini models. Sometimes they have 2 arms, sometimes they have 3 arms, but they rarely have any clothes on. And why it can be interesting for people like you and me to search these data sets. For artists like Carla Ortiz, this provides crucial evidence that her life's work, her artwork, was used for training AI models without her consent. And she and 2 artists used this as evidence to file a class action lawsuit against AI companies for copyright infringement. And most recently, Spawning AI partnered up with Typeform, the company where I work at, to create opt-in and opt-out mechanisms for creating these data sets. Because artwork created by humans shouldn't be an all-you-can-eat buffet for training AI language models. The very last thing I want to talk about is bias. You probably hear about this a lot. Formally speaking, it's when AI models encode patterns and beliefs that can represent stereotypes or racism and sexism. One of my heroes, Dr. Joy Buolamwini, experienced this firsthand when she realized that AI systems wouldn't even detect her face unless she was wearing a white-colored mask. Digging deeper, she found that common facial recognition systems were vastly worse for women of color compared to white men. And when models like this, biased models like this, are deployed in law enforcement settings, this can result in false accusations, even wrongful imprisonment, which we've seen happen to multiple people in recent months. For example, Portia Woodruff was wrongfully accused of carjacking at 8 months pregnant because an AI system wrongfully identified her. But sadly, these systems are black boxes, and even their creators can't say exactly why they work the way they do. And for example, for image generation systems, if you're used in contexts like generating a forensic sketch based on a description of a perpetrator, they take all those biases and they spit them back out for terms like dangerous criminal, terrorist, or gang member, which of course is super dangerous when these tools are deployed in society. And so in order to understand these tools better, I created this tool called the Stable Bias Explorer, which lets you explore the bias of image generation models through the lens of professions. So try to picture a scientist in your mind. Don't look at me. What do you see? A lot of the same thing, right? Men in glasses and lab coats, and none of them look like me. And the thing is that we looked at all these different image generation models and found a lot of the same thing. Significant representation of whiteness and masculinity across all 150 professions that we looked at. Even if compared to the real world, the US Labor Bureau of Statistics, these models show lawyers as men and CEOs as men almost 100% of the time, even though we all know not all of them are white and male. And sadly, my tool hasn't been used to write legislation yet. But I recently presented it at a UN event about gender bias as an example of how we can make tools for people from all walks of life, even those who don't know how to code, to engage with and better understand AI, because we use professions, but you can use any terms that are of interest to you. And as these models are being deployed, are being woven into the very fabric of our societies, our cell phones, our social media feeds, even our justice systems and our economies have AI in them. And it's really important that AI stays accessible so that we know both how it works and when it doesn't work. And there's no single solution for really complex things like bias or copyright or climate change. But by creating tools to measure AI's impacts, we can start getting an idea of how bad they are and start addressing them as we go. Start creating guardrails to protect society and the planet. And once we have this information, companies can use it in order to say, okay, we're going to choose this model because it's more sustainable, this model because it respects copyright. Legislators who really need information to write laws can use these tools to develop new regulation mechanisms or governance for AI as it gets deployed into society. And users like you and me can use this information to choose AI models that we can trust, not to misrepresent us and not to misuse our data. But what did I reply to that email that said that my work is going to destroy humanity? I said that focusing on AI's future existential risks is a distraction from its current very tangible impacts and the work we should be doing right now or even yesterday for reducing these impacts. Because yes, AI is moving quickly, but it's not a done deal. We're building the road as we walk it, and we can collectively decide what direction we want to go in together. Thank you.
And with that being said, I am moving over to TikTok. 6:30, and the broadcast studio setup is better over there. So make sure you come over to TikTok with us at Fire Army Social. We'll continue our education, AI playlists, and more. Thanks for watching.